Before we move on, just touch on the historical implications. You can't deny, whether you're an Arminian, you're convinced that Scripture teaches Arminianism or not, there are two kinds of Arminianisms that surfaced in history particularly, and that is an emotional, you could say an Arminianism of the heart and an Arminianism of the head. The Arminianism of the head devolved just like that into Unitarian Universalism, what we would today call liberalism. Harvard, for instance, entertained Arminianism and within a fortnight was Unitarian.
Dutch Arminianism at the time of the Synod of Dort, same thing.
Yeah, they're called the Remonstrants. The Arminian's a synonym for the Church of the Remonstrants, it's called. That church is Unitarian in the Netherlands.
Yeah, that represents a blatant rejection of the biblical depiction of both God and man.
Yeah.
I like what J.I. Packer, in his introduction to The Death of Death and the Death of Christ by John Owen, I think it's Banner of Truth. The introduction, Packer says that when you look at Calvinism and Arminianism, you're not just talking about two sides of the same issue, but actually two different systems, two different religions. One is man-centered and the other one is God-centered. And that conscious embracing of a man-centered religion and making man the measure of all things represents a conscious break and a rejection of a God-centered salvation.
Yeah, that's part of the rationalism that's prevalent in the culture. And,
how so, Kim?
Well, you have the idea of elevating reason over Scripture, where you've got, no, man is free, that's our starting point, and everything's read in the Procrustean bed from then on, that we're going to read this way and not let the text speak to the subject.
You look at Charles Wesley's justification for rejecting election when he said that there's no way we could possibly believe in unconditional election, said Wesley, because it would undermine the key motivation for holiness.
Right.
Fear of punishment and hope of reward.
And that's in every century.